Been waiting all afternoon. This was the reaction from the scientists.
There is nothing to compare with the exploration of space, the dark unknown, the depth and breadth of which no man or woman could possibly comprehend, the knowledge. We seek to expand our horizons, to add to the sum total of what we know to exist, possibly even, dare I say it, to touch the face of the Creator himself. Or herself, as we all know the case just might be.
How did you breach the barrier?
With a starship.
This starship, could it carry my wisdom beyond the barrier?
It could, yes.
Then I shall make use of this starship.
It will be your chariot. Excuse me.
It will carry my power to every corner of creation.
Excuse me, I'd just like to ask a question. What does God need with a starship?
Bring the ship closer.
I said, what does God need with a starship? Jim, what are you doing? I'm asking you a question.
Who is this creature?
Well, don't you know? Aren't you God? He has his doubts.
You doubt me?
Seek proof. Jim, you don't ask the Almighty for his ID.
Granted, there may be some missteps along the way. After all, we are merely humans wandering about this planet in our blob-like protoplasmic shell. In our search to learn more about who we are and what our place is here in this vast and uncompromising universe. In essence, just slightly larger than the egos of those who live and work inside the Beltway. We're bound to make a few mistakes along the way. But in our never-ending quest to conquer the heavens, I believe that even God would grant us a break when we are at our most human.
So what's happening right now on Philae as it descends?
Right, we've initiated what's known as a separation, descent and landing phase of the mission. The lander's moving away from the orbiter. It will take a goodbye image with Shiva. Then it will start monitoring the descent, locally the environment around the lander, looking at the magnetic field, which is important to get an idea of the orientation of the spacecraft as it's moving down towards the comet over the next 7 hours. We'll also have a radio link using the concert experiment, which is scientifically looking at what the surface properties are like during this descent, but also monitoring how that descent is working. It gets an idea through Doppler what's happening as it's going down.
In that one interview, those amazing, wonderful, joyous moments of discovery, the scientist being interviewed, Matt Taylor, thrust himself into a new world, one of judgment, political correctness, and that of an entire world who still believes that if you are a scientist of any renown, then you must be desperate to have, dare I say it, a woman in your life. Yes. This is what we might consider the nerd moment that gripped a planet in its nerdly clutches when this moment of anti-feminism, when this scientist dared to face the planet wearing a short and a shirt adorned with women in various stages of dress and undress. And despite the fact it was given to him by a female friend, one that we have on excellent authority does not come to life needing more than 45 psi, he was assailed, shamed, verbally tortured, and brought to tears by those who insist he was making a statement not about rockets, but about blastoffs of a different kind.
The shirt I wore this week, I made a big mistake and I've offended many people, and I'm very sorry about this.
What have we become? How might the Almighty Creator view our current state of mankind? Might he be cross-sad to see that we become a society that would bring an innocent man to tears simply because he wore a shirt that spoke to a moment of mirth? Or would he, or she, let's be fair, see it simply as nothing more than a moment of expression, a chance for this man to be himself, to let his feelings be known, and to express his desire for a woman in his life who would not be concerned about his passion for his life, his zeal for companionship, and would not mind playing permanent second fiddle to the latest Xbox gaming system? It is these people we now beg, for the sake of all mankind, humanity, especially the distaff side of humanity, who may live in fear you might actually be seeking to procreate. Get excited about other facets of life. Get a start on seeking your true calling. Get an idea of the wonder that is being politically incorrect, and for God's sake, get a life. And please don't bother telling us what happens in your parents' basements from now on. We don't need to know. And that is telling it like it is. Breathe. We're back right after this.